Yo everyone, and welcome back to If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. We're on episode 8, we're doing the Tyranids. You guys appreciated the last few episodes, and so did I. And listen, I am doing my deep dive in Warhammer lore. I'm actually currently working on a main channel type philosophical breakdown on why Warhammer is a misunderstood masterpiece. And I think to fully understand everything there is to do about Warhammer, because May is the month of Warhammer, bro. I've done everything and I'm still diving deeper. I'm going to start actually reading the novels for this video, by the way. So you have to understand what the Emperor would do if he actually had a text-to-speech device. In case you're unfamiliar with the concept, the Emperor's this dude in Warhammer who got stabbed by his son, who was controlled by chaos by this legendary sword that, even though the Emperor is an immortal, it stabbed him and it converted him into a half-living, half-dead husk corpse guy, which they currently tied to a giant tree and now are forcing his likeness and life to continue existing to hold the interstellar travel in place, where if he dies, everything goes bad. It was a hammer, not a sword, but yes, you get my drift. Anyway, bro is a semi-conscious, melting skeleton for the last 10,000 years, and they got him a text-to-speech device. So let's see what they got. See where we're at.
So, it begins. I suppose it's time to go do something completely inexplicable.
I do love when Warhammer characters do inexplicable things. It's pretty awesome. Love when that happens.
Again.
No! I love how Warhammer could have just been renamed War Crimes 40K and people would have been uncertain if it was just the year that it takes place in, or just the amount of war crimes that happen in the lore. Alright, okay. Dude, it is crazy how much effort was put into the cinematic masterpiece that is If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. Like, dude, they went so hard. What is this OST? Repentia. Wait! Okay, now that I've gone through every faction of Warhammer, are these the Exquisitors? Is that what they're called? Fuck. The Exterminatus guys. The Exterminatus guys. Inquisitors. The Inquisitors. The Inquisition. No one expects the Inquisition.
Well.
Oh?
Hello there, old friend.
Hey.
Ecclesiarchy.
Hey.
I haven't seen you since a little argument on Salem Rockdor.
Yeah, so the Ecclesias, that's the church, right? Well, I say the church, even though they worship just the Emperor, the only Emperor. Exquisitors are the most fabulous Inquisitors. I am not an Inquisitor, I'm an Exquisitor. Alright, so anyway, the Ecclesiarchy is, it's basically Space Pope that worships the Emperor. Got it. Alright, we follow.
Who is it?
Oh god, these old guys are back!
You wouldn't have worked treating that preacher like you did.
Is that a ghost sitting on a chair?
The Church and the Inquisition don't like each other? Well, yeah, obviously. The Inquisition, those guys... Dude, honestly, the Inquisition are freaking awesome. Whenever you got these creepy-ass Tyranids taking over a planet and just, mind-fucking every single citizen there, the Inquisitors are just like, alright, bro, exterminatus time. And they literally just genobomb the planet out of orbit. Yeah, big surprise that Space Pope doesn't like that.
I had every right, Decius.
Oh?
I'm a Lord Inquisitor for Terra's sake. If I suspect someone of
Heresy!
I will take them away.
Yeah! So the beauty... Okay, one thing I absolutely love about the Inquisitors is, in Warhammer lore, is the fact that they are given an authority that makes them not need to answer to anybody. They are a facet of the government that is so secret and trusted that they don't need to answer to the government. So they're basically like the CIA, except the war crimes that they commit, they don't need to hide under rugs. They'll just announce it to the world. Oh my god. They don't even hide their war crimes because they are legally allowed to do them. Damn, what a fantastic society.
And torture them until they give me an answer.
That's not a chair, little Billy.
That's a toilet, I think. I need to poo.
Aha.
He saved his entire world. With his people, he led and reconquered his planet for the Emperor, defying the heathens who controlled it.
That young boy was nothing but a false prophet.
All right.
He lusted for power.
That's just not right.
But it smells like Prometheus we did.
Bro, I love this council of old fucks that are just sitting there. They're just sitting there absolutely adding nothing to literally anything that goes on. Like, completely useless old guys that don't even matter. Who do they even have authority over? Like, I feel like the Warhammer, the actual Marines, the Space Marines out there, they're not gonna follow these guys. Do they care about what these guys have to say? Do they actually care about the Ecclesiarchy? I doubt it.
Anyone got some steaks?
We had lunch steak last Tuesday, you old shit!
Alright, and so this guy's in the Adeptus Mechanicus member of the... Okay, not dude. Last time I did my the TTS episode, I didn't actually get all these references as well because I didn't dive through all of the individual groups and factions and stuff. But now that I understand how the Adeptus Mechanicus is connected to the church, I actually do recognize why this old machine fucker is here.
Not right.
Not right! I define what's right! And let me tell you my favorite Inquisitor quote. Innocence proves nothing. Oh my god, literally insanely hard.
Really? After you had your fit about us executed, was the taint of chaos not discovered amongst his followers?
Right, so basically, the Ecclesiarchy is basically, they exist to follow the Emperor's will of order. They've made a religion about this guy who doesn't want a religion. So they are now going up against the Chaos. Chaos is the archenemy here. They are order. They're up against Chaos. If they see anyone that is even slowly but surely being tainted by Chaos or by the gods of Chaos, they are branded a heretic and executed, right? Like, these guys mean no jokes. This is a war for the future of humanity. This isn't just a gimmicky.
Only if he was tainted or not before our final judgment was called for, but because of you, we lost that chance.
Oh, but you can never be too careful about the ever-present threat of chaos, Ecclesiarchy.
Yo, these guys are amazing. These guys are amazing. It's like, you executed him before we found it out. And he was like, oh, but you can't be too careful. Like, I love how these guys are literally shoot first, ask questions later.
And that is why I have come here as
right.
the Inquisition's own representative.
Ugh, my nostrils itch something fierce.
Aha.
Where's old Nuxanor?
It's on Towerhead's head, you butt.
What's today?
What are you jabbering on about now? Why have you come here, Karamazov?
I and almost every other
Oh my
Inquisitor
God.
in the galaxy have received a message from Terra
Oh,
telling us that the Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum are to be disbanded.
Wait, was that from the Emperor? Was that from the Emperor TTS that he wanted to disband the Inquisitors? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I recognize the gravity of that right now. When I watched the last TTS episode, I was like, okay, so he wants to banish the Inquisition or whatever. The Inquisition, that's a crazy thing to do. I only get that now in retrospect. Bro was just, let's cancel the Inquisition, the people that hold the most power and authority in the entire human civilization. They do not need to answer to anyone. Everyone needs to answer to someone except for the Inquisition. And he was just like, all right, get these frauds out of here.
Yes, I know about this message. No one here has sent it.
Well, there is no doubt in it. It definitely came from Holy Terra itself. A forgery of its seal cannot possibly be this precise. However...
Wait, why does no one know that the Emperor now has a TTS device? All right, whatever. That's just lore.
that the Emperor of mankind himself wrote it is blasphemous. It is clearly written by a heretic hiding
Oh
somewhere
my god, dude.
on this very planet.
Dude, it's a this goober. Absolute goober. It was said it was written by the Emperor, but that can't be true, so therefore it must be heresy. So therefore, the reason why I'm here is not because I was summoned by the letter, it's because I came here to execute whoever sent the letter, because it's heresy! Oh my god.
Being such a deluded fool,
Bro just said to the KGP, you're fired, go home.
you do have a point.
Good. Seems like that hat of yours is at least allowing enough blood to flow in your scalp for you to understand that this situation requires mending.
Yeah.
So what is your purpose here exactly, Theodore? What do you intend to do?
I remember the finger I had before I replaced it with
Alright, we get it, bro. These guys, they're useless and old.
an auto quill. Oh, I just made myself sad.
Where did I put my toasters?
The obvious meta commentary is the fact that these guys, these old Ecclesiarchy guys, are just completely useless, and they're basically the U.S. Senate reimagined as these Ecclesiarchy dudes that do nothing but let every Space Marine just wipe out whatever planet they want.
Oh yeah, all in all, Tyranids from another galaxy.
Tyranids! Oh my god! We mentioned the Tyranids in the previous TTS episode, and I had no idea what they were talking about, but now that I did my deep dive, I know all about the Tyranids! Oh, those guys are scary as shit.
You know, come here for the sole purpose of eating everything that is...
The crazy thing that's about the Tyranids, right, is that they came from another galaxy, but they came into the Milky Way galaxy from multiple directions, which means it is very possible that humanity and the Milky Way galaxy is surrounded by Tyranid galaxies.
...is organic in order to grow stronger and fiercer. They are honestly pretty damn scary. I'm lucky to have been trained not to feel fear or anxiety over such things as a seemingly imminent doom.
And you say there have been an entire 3 major wars against these creatures with loads of Imperial forces involved?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. The first, second, and third Tyrannic War. As I said, the most notable must have been the first Tyrannic War, when they supposedly first made their entrance into our galaxy.
Supposedly first made entrance into our galaxy. Right? I mean, again, so what's so ironic here is that their entire religion and society is based on order versus chaos, where you have the Imperium of Man going against the forces of chaos with the 4 chaos gods and the demons and the Uldar and the Dark Uldar and like all that stuff. But then you realize there might be an existential threat from just another galaxy that will literally consume everything. Everything! All your pathetic little shallow fights in this galaxy between the Imperium of Man and the Chaos Gods might be absolutely pointless because the Tyranids will just walk in and vor everything.
They completely stripped the planet Tyrant of all life, thereby getting the name of Tyranids.
And you said during this war they destroyed the Ultramarines, devoured their entire first company, and crippled the leader of the Ultramarines, Papa Smurf, when they first arrived. How in the name of Leman Ross's overinflated ego did that happen?
Well, yeah.
No, he lost the dude. Was that a Primarch that got killed in that battle? Or was that just Ultramarine General?
Yes. All Ultramarines in the galaxy were needed to beat off the assault on Macragge, but the 2 main events that are most important would be the confrontation between Marnius Calgar...
Papa Smurf?
Yeah. Papa Smurf and the Swarm. And the event that ended...
Papa Smurf the Swarm Lord. So what's crazy is... it was just a general, not a Primarch. Yeah, so what's insane is that we clearly see here the fact that these Tyranids actually pose a massive threat. This isn't their main force. They just happen to pop in. They are clearly sentient to some degree, and they are just around to just start consuming biological matter. Like, the level of threat this is on is honestly existential and terrifying.
The battle of decisive Imperial victory. What the fuck is a Smurf anyway?
Well, the Emperor was alive for eternity, so he knows a thing or two about Smurfs.
Already tell this is going to be a roller coaster ride of disappointment. Tell me what happened.
Well, Papa Smurf and the Swarm Lord fought one another in an epic battle with 2 independent characters. The battle was fierce, but in the end the Tyranid proved too strong for him.
No! Why would you fight the Tyranid Swarm Lord one-on-one, bro?
...resulting in him being gravely wounded.
I am invincible!
No. Dude, no! guy with no arms. He's like this. He's up against this swarm lord guy. Oh man, dude.
The Ultramarines always triumph. How about you, foul seed of scum?
I love how like they're still racist. It's like they want us so badly to root for the Imperium of Man, and they're just these racist pieces of shit anyway.
Find them. Call it a draw.
What's also worth pointing out is that something similar to this apparently happened later in the year 976 when the Ultramarines fought another High Fleet called Perseus. However, the history of the galaxy is a major clusterfuck as it is anyway, so I don't know if that can still be considered true or not. Anyway, back to Necron.
Did he really just tell the Emperor? Alright, so this happened, but like to be fair, I'm not sure it was canon anyway.
Unable to stand the mere thought of losing a sacred spiritual legion of their already grievous losses, the honor guard of our first company sacrificed themselves to evacuate him.
So this guy could not even fight an overgrown fucking bug Gargamel and ended up force-feeding his bodyguards to it.
Yeah, listen, it was not a good day for the Empire, but at least guys, the scary thing about the Tyranids are you literally cannot plan anything because you don't even know the beginning of what their actual fleet looks like. They came here as an invasive species. You have no idea what the actual Tyranid society or homeworld looks like. You can't even begin to plan it. Bro, come on, Emperor. Put some respect on his name. What? Come on, man.
Wow. Continue with the story. It makes my bones rattle with condensed and overpowering amusement and joy.
Bro, you just did amusement and joy? Your planet was wiped out, dog.
Well, long story short, after being fixed up a bit, Martin Pavsmurf went to command the orbital battle over Macrack, but was led into a trap at the ringed world of Sersky. Things were looking very grim for them.
Led into a trap by a bunch of space locusts.
No! Not only are you being overpowered by space bugs, you're being outsmarted by them too! Aw, man.
This is dumber than those oiled up fucking strippers I call companions.
What? What?
The Emperor class.
Did man just say that's dumber than a stripper? That's not something. Bro, you're in the year 40K. Be a little more inclusive than that.
Ship Dominus Astra valiantly charged into the heart of High Fleet Beowulf and detonated its warp drives, causing a cataclysmic vortex that sucked both it and the entire Tyranid fleet into oblivion. Victory at Sersky spelled the defeat of High Fleet Beowulf.
I am sorry. I am just absolutely livid.
Wait, fucking jump scared the shit out of him. Wait, bro sacrificed himself to create a black hole and suck in all of the Tyranid fleet and literally save their army and planet. Bro, why are you livid?
At the moment. Remind me again. Technology is pretty backwards at the moment, correct?
Yeah, ever since the dark age of technology, it's been kind of rough out there. But you knew that! It was bad when you were the Emperor and alive!
It has declined somewhat in your absence, yes?
And those Emperor-class battleships are pretty much irreplaceable at this point because of the sheer resources and manpower needed to make them, correct?
Oh no, he's spelling it out for him like he's a child. Emperor, how can you be so petty with the TTS device? Ah! So what you're saying is this battleship is literally worth more than the planet, correct? Yeah. So then why didn't he just let the planet get consumed and save the ship? Well, because of the billions of lives that we don't care about them!
More or less, yes.
So this asshole Papa Smurf, instead of just calling back his fleet to a more advantageous position in, fucking space, let one of those warships be lost forever in the warp for some depraved minion of chaos to find and diddle around with.
Oh shit, that's honestly very real. Goddamn, holy shit, right? Because everything that dies in space, its soul or its existence just gets inverted and sent into the warp. So is it possible that some demon will actually get hold of this ship and use that technology to create their own Emperor-class battleships?
This is getting me harder than Terminator armor!
Okay, dude. Alright, bro. Honestly, the Adeptus Mechanicus guys are literally the worst. Literally the worst. Get them out of here.
I probably shouldn't mention time losses.
I want you to change my orders. Tell the Ultramarines to get back Magnus without the Geller fields turned on. Let's see how they enjoy being fucked by demons, like those poor assholes in the battleships.
I've seen enough Lovecraft hentai to know what that will look like.
Oh my.
Anyway, avoiding the subject of the Ultramarines further, these Tyranids actually sound pretty fucking fascinating.
Yeah, they are, and you are completely unmatched to deal with them. Like, you can't even get one galaxy under control. These guys have somehow managed to control multiple galaxies.
How easy my job would be if every human was just part of me and my giant intelligence, and everything we did was in perfect harmony.
Oh my god, dude said I wish we could just nuke humanity and make them my hive mind. I wish... If only I could just cut off a little thing that called free will and just have all humanity act purely as my hive mind, turning them all into lobotomized soldiers. Man, wouldn't that be perfect?
Actually, remind me about that idea when I get off of this fucking throne.
I'll make sure to do that, my lord.
Bro's never getting off the throne.
The human hive mind would surely be something fantastic to be part of.
Okay, dude, you just want an orgy. That's not how it's gonna work.
You're just saying that because you're thoroughly trained to be my bodyguard and not ever think, nor feel, or have any other purpose in life.
That's right, my lord!
This guy's such a dick. He's horrible. Because the Custodes are the guardians of the Emperor. They are the strongest of the strong Ultramarines. Each one of these Custodes can take down 10 Ultramarines, all right? They literally are the absolute peak warriors of the Imperium, and they spend their entire lives guarding a throne room, sitting there, trained to have no emotion, to have no soul, to have no will, aside from sit there and guard the throne. They are completely pointless dinguses, wastes of space, clumps of air. Just taking oxygen out of the ozone layer. Oh my god, waste of ozone. And here the Emperor just insults him for being basically a cum rag of the Emperor's corpse. And the guy's just like, that's right, my lord.
Fucking automaton. So anyway, these
Dude, it's not fun to insult people when they take it as compliments. It's like when a sadist tries to hurt a masochist. Like, it doesn't work.
Tyranids come from the eastern fringe of the galaxy in large bug flesh ships.
Actually, they don't just come from the eastern fringe of the galaxy. They come from multiple areas in the galaxy. That's what's so scary about them.
And chomp the fuck out of everything they see. Yes?
Correct, my lord.
And every encounter recorded with them describes them as insect-like creatures with biological weaponry.
Correct.
And that they are countless in number.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, that is right, my lord. They come in endless streams, too numerous to count, with beasts both minuscule and massive, all killing in their own unique, painful ways.
Has anyone ever considered fucking bug spray?
Oh my god, he's a genius. He's literally so smart.
I'm sorry, my lord, but... bug spray? What is that?
Sorry, I forgot. They stopped manufacturing those after the Dark Age of technology.
Well, my lord...
Wait, what? Oh my god, bro needed to get sponsored by Raid, Shadow Bug Spray, ASAP. As easy as that.
It's a biochemical weapon you're referring to, but I can say that it is not of much use. Regenerative power is something that the species seem to have picked up on, and many of them also have extremely advanced immune systems, so not much will work. In addition, the race is very adaptable, and if we actually were to concoct a poison against them to use it, they'd most likely gain resistance to it soon after.
That is quite a fucking pickle.
Yeah, you've now noticed why the Tyranids are an existential threat against all of life in this galaxy. Very cool. Very cool, Emperor. I love how he goes on like this entire... this whole talk about how I wish I was in a hive mind, and then you got this Custodes guy being like, yeah, and just completely agrees with everything like he's in a hive mind, then it pisses off the Emperor. Like, it's kind of ironic. Tyranid's got that SCP-682 level of adaptability. Real.
Is there
hard to kill bug
thing that works against them?
Yes! Detonating giant Imperial cruisers.
If it's not regular steel and bullets, there's actually a special mutagenic acid developed by the Death Watch that ruins target's organs from inside and out. It is used in Hellfire rounds, and it works fairly well against anything that's made up of flesh. But since Tyranids do not even have any kind of real armor, it seems to work best against them.
Then why have any of you fucking idiots had the idea of filling a massive space-sized spray can?
Oh my god, he is literally on this. Bro is literally sitting there. He is so on top of this idea. He's like, dog, it will work. It will work. Do the bug spray.
With a constant stream of oxygen. promethium and this hellfire compound and sprayed the fuck out of the Tyranid's organic fleet while still in space.
That's a great idea, my Emperor. You are truly the most intelligent being in the galaxy.
Nice, stop sucking his dick and get on that.
Sigh. Sometimes I wish I hadn't made you custodies to be mindless automatons without feelings or emotions. It gets lonely here sometimes.
Dude just said he wanted a hive mind!
Oh my Emperor, you're truly the most funny being in the galaxy as well.
God, dude, literally going for the reach around too. Holy crap, bro! I'm sorry. Does it hurt the Custodes the back of his throat when the Emperor's cock slaps into it that much? Oh my God, dude!
Fucking automaton.
Well, my lord, at least we aren't as bad as those Necrons.
No, that's gonna be the next episode. It's gonna be telling him about the Necrons. Oh my God, he's gonna lose his mind. Oh, dude.
So we're talking about those sleepy Solistan skeletons now. Dude, tell me what the fuck they have been up to.
You know of them? Oh, huh. Well, at least they aren't as bad as the Tyranids. I, think.
Ah! Bro, that's the next. Okay, we have to do the next one. We have to do the Necrons. I think the Necrons are my favorite part of Warhammer lore. Literally, aside from the Chaos factions. No, dude, the Chaos faction's so cool. But I think that the Necrons are my favorite part of Warhammer lore. So we have to get into this right now.
Yes.
Who is this guy?
Is definitely.
Dude just wandering around, the skull coming out of his thingo. There's a lot of skulls.
It. The Crimson Path. The center point of the Oriole subsector. Oh, when my work here is done, this planet shall rival Terra itself in its sacredness.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Wait, so what does this guy want to do? He wants to make a new Earth? Also, who are you? A canonically edgy boy? Every character is canonically edgy in this story.
I would act really into this, but I've just got to stay all mysterious and stoic and cool. So I don't think I can. But
Literally me when I try to do something nice, and I'm like, nah, yeah, I would do something nice right now, but I have to maintain my asshole persona online, so I can't do a nice thing in public. I have to do my best to keep the nice things that I do off stream as much as possible and keep them behind the scenes, because I don't want to ruin that asshole persona. I'm afraid people on Twitter that try to cancel me daily and call me a predator for out of context clips reacting to Adventure Time, I'm afraid that they're gonna lose their entire careers if it turns out I'm a nice guy.
well, I suppose one squeal might not harm anything.
One squeal?
Hey, we're fucking cool.
No! You literally ruined that character for me.
Alright, I feel much better now.
Alright, dude. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let it out.
It's at times like these that I'm really glad that I just monologue to myself and not actually talk to anyone else.
Dude, so based. Dude, honestly, other people are so complicated. Life is so much easier when you can just sit alone and monologue to yourself and make believe these people in chat are real. Hi, fake people in chat that probably don't actually exist. This is a conversation that we're having right now. Am I right? Oh, God, dude. Antisociality is literally one of my superpowers.
Because if someone had heard that, I would be seriously fucked.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. What the huh? Alright. Okay, I don't know who that guy is, right? I haven't been introduced to him yet. What am I even looking at right now? Who are these guys? His name is Cypher. Does that help me? Woke up the skeleton. No! No! No, he didn't wake up the skeletons. He's not the Adeptus Mechanicus idiot that woke the Necrons, right? No. He's no way.
seriously going to go through with this, search the entirety of Terra, the holiest, grandest, and most populated planet in the universe, to find the one who sent this message?
No household shall be left unchecked.
Bro, he's the Inquisitor. It is literally what he does. It is the Inquisitor's job to leave no stone unturned. Find the heretic and murder him.
And no person shall go unquestioned.
Alright, dude.
Well, if you say so. It's not like you care much for your reputation anyway.
No, the beauty of the... See, here's the beautiful thing. And this is going to be an incredibly hot take. If you don't give a shit what people say about you, then caring about your reputation is a bit of a joke. Am I right? Dude, Twitter will cancel me, but if I don't care that Twitter cancel me, it literally means nothing.
Wait. What are you dusty my cheeks doing now?
Why are these guys? Why? Alright, he's gone. We'll never see him again.
Well, I hope you do realize that Terra is the most densely populated and overbuilt planet in the Imperium. It'll take decades to interrogate every single individual on this planet.
Wait, did they really expect him to go every single person on the planet? Like, to every single person that might have sent the letter and interrogate each of them separately? Dude, these guys are insane.
Do not doubt us. This is what we are the best at. We will scan the entirety of Terra and its people in but a few days.
This sounds highly fucking illegal!
Illegal? I am the law! Bro, you can't tell the Inquisitors what's illegal.
Oh, my colon just... Oh, I better know.
Big Gucci Vander never had to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, maybe we should make him High Lord of Terra again.
All that radioactive hellfire you've been exposed to, exterminating every planet you come across, must have fried your perception. Do you even realize how hard it is to mobilize on one of these hive worlds? It's really...
I love how he's telling them, like, this will be very difficult, and keep trying to convince them not to do it because of how much work it'll be. These absolute buffoons. These goddamn fools. Bro, they love doing this! They love the nitty-gritty detective work that'll take tens of thousands of years, as long as it gets them to weed out the heretic.
damn hard.
And it's not like you can make their reputation worse. Literally no one likes them.
But I guess you don't realize, since you sit on that mobility scooter all day.
Well, your hat was a piece.
Ah, destroyed. Over. Literally destroyed. Man just killed him. Man just killed him. He killed the Pope.
Shut it, you old trash bags.
Well, while I wait for your sphincter to calm itself, I shall start this sentence.
At least remember to expect the rulings of Terra, Theodore. Not a single drop of blood shall fall upon these sacred grounds. When you have found your suspect...
That'll work. Alright, dude. I love how the Ecclesiarch really thinks the Inquisitor's gonna listen. Detective work, the Inquisitors... No, the Inquisitors are the actual detective guys, except they just don't need concrete evidence. They'll do the detective work, but if they don't get the evidence, okay.
At least do the decency of taking them far away from Terra if your eagerness to spill blood grows heavy on you.
Yes, I am fully aware. You have my promise.
Don't worry, I'll just kidnap people and torture them somewhere else. It'll be fine. I'm in no rush.
Soldiers, the search has begun. But take heed. Not a single citizen of Terra shall have his or her blood spilled on these sacred grounds. So, remember, only to burn.
No! These guys are horrible. How are they so horrible? Oh my god, dude. A plea of innocence is guilty of wasting my time. Burn them alive. No drops of blood will be spilled if we just used fire to torture them instead. Easy loophole moment. This is why the Inquisition, no one expects the Inquisition.
My lord, was it really that funny? Really? Come on, the Necrons Necrons still pose a major threat.
When you lean on the fucking key.
Just because the Blood Angels teamed up with them at once doesn't mean they're the Imperium's allies or anything. Okay. Maybe it is kind of funny.
No, you are incapable of finding things funny because you are a custodes.
Alright, I forgot.
What the fuck?
But anyway, what was I? Oh yes! So the Blood Angels and the Necrons defeated the Vile Tyranids together, and afterwards they went their separate ways, as the Blood Angels and the Necrons were both tired from the big battle, and Commander Dante thought it was distasteful to turn on the Necrons after they had helped each other out.
So yeah, a thing like honor. Crazy. Honor? Bro, the Emperor's gonna lose his shit. Honor, I've trained you better!
The Necrons were tired. The Blood Angels found something distasteful. I'd like to laugh more, but that might break my fragile funny bone.
Damn.
Anyway,
Yeah, so it's interesting that so the Necrons needed to. I didn't know this part of the lore. The Necrons canonically needed to team up with the Blood Angel Marine Corps. They had to actually team up to fight off the Tyranids. The Tyranids are such a major galactic threat that the Necrons had to team up with Space Marines to fight them, and then they let each other go because of like honor and stuff. That's crazy. I didn't realize that the Tyranids were that obviously the super threat.
I was under the impression that Necrons were tireless, soulless skeleton robots with no personality, nor care for anything.
No, they have personality. We know the Silent King had personality.
What the fuck happened?
Believe me, my lord, I think we all were under the impression until we heard about the Blood Angels and their apparent alliance with them. Before, they just spent most of their time coming out on planets unexpectedly and killing anything that lives, having a singular goal in mind, which was to seal off the Eye of Terror, swat away the Tyranids, and have the rest of the galaxy become never-ending all-you-can-eat buffet for their gods, the Catan.
Wait, the Catan are not the gods of the Necrons, right? The Catan... Okay, alright, dude. A bit of a lore dive, just to make sure I understand. The Necrons were these sickly people, the Necron tier, originally known. It's these sickly people that lived on a planet. They all had cancer. It was mega awful. They ended up going to these old one god guys to make them immortal because they hated all dying of fucking cancer on their radiation planet. Old one said, no, fuck off. They went to Catan, which is giant cosmic space vampire gods, and said to them, yo guys, hey, can you give us immortality? And the Catan were like, sure thing, no problem, bro, we'll give you immortality. We'll just make a little bit of a trade. And the trade was, they give them immortality, but they take their biology, their flesh and soul, turning them into despicable monsters, Terminators, space Terminators, soulless, fleshless, immortal space Terminators. And then they took revenge on the Catan after years of fighting the old ones and the Eldar and the orcs attacking the Catan. The Catan had a moment of weakness, and after being used as slave fighters for the Catan for years, the Necron revolted, destroyed the Catan, and imprisoned them in these giant towers and used them as batteries. I did not realize they still worship them even now.
Sounds like what I would do if I was a soulless skeleton robot. That and slow walk around intimidatingly. Yes, it reminds me of that hollow that I watched a few millennia back.
Now they're more like... well, their goal is still essentially the same, but now it has become apparent that the Catan were actually somehow shattered into pieces a long time ago.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, so, a very, very long time ago. 60 million years ago. 60 million years ago, they destroyed and shattered the Catan and trapped them in giant batteries. So they don't worship them, but they still acknowledge them as divine beings. So they're technically divine and godlike, despite the fact that they obviously do not like them.
And the Necrons have leftover fragments of them in their possession containing near limitless powers. Also, as of late, some Necrons have even been reported to have actual personalities and even feelings.
Right, there was that one Necron guy that, the jokester Necron guy that just wants to basically mark down everything that goes on. That map maker Necron dude that lives at home. The laughing guy. He's the only Necron that laughs. Trazyn. So it's true. The Necrons are slowly but surely waking up and getting personalities. Okay, chat. Everyone's saying Trazyn. I got it.
Oh, and pariahs apparently are not a thing anymore. No idea where they went off to. They just sort of up sticks and left, I guess.
So the Necrons are definitely my favorite faction, for sure. Like, those guys are insanely cool. Literally insanely cool. And I'm excited to see if we ever do get some sort of future for these guys. I wonder if Warhammer 50k will ever be a thing, and we'll see exactly where this all leads.
Well, how does it feel having less emotion than a creepy fucking skeleton robot?
No! Why you gotta call out the Custodes like that? You literally made him this way. Oh, man. Yeah, skeleton robot. Skeleton robot just...
It feels fantastic not being on the same limited level as a filthy Xeno, my lord.
I guess you can put it that way as well. Anyway, I'm intrigued by the
I love how he just basically called him a racial slur. And he was like, based. He was like, what the fuck, dude? Ah!
idea of those shards. I will have to ask the remaining Ultramarines to get one for me when they get back.
Sure thing, my lord.
Just not a shard of that punk-ass fan god, the Deceiver. The description you gave reminds me too much of that mysterious, tentacle-headed, metallic jerk who came by every Saturday night to play Paradox Billiards, Bostroyan Roulette, 4th Dimensional Hypercube Chess Strip Poker with
Chess Strip Poker.
May, Zinch, and Chegorath in the webway a few millennia ago. Although, to be fair, at least he wasn't as much of a douchebag as that fat guy with the cigar who showed up with Zinch that one time.
Wait, does he, like, personally know Tzeentch and, like, all those guys? Like, he mentioned Kegarak, right? So, Tzeentch is the god of change, the chaos god of change, and Kegarak is not actually a chaos god, but rather one of the gods of the Eldar, the laughing one, the Harlequin god. So, did he actually meet these people and have, like, have conversation with these gods? Does that mean that the Emperor is actually a god in this lore? Like, I know he says he doesn't want, like, a whole religion to be based on him, and they did it anyway. But is he actually a god?
Of a douchebag as that fat guy with the cigar who showed up with Zinch that one time.
Huh? I thought all this time you've been having a constant mental war with the forces of chaos as well as guiding our ships through the power of the Astronomical.
I'm the motherfucking Emperor. I'm allowed a day off once in a while.
Yes, I am just biding my time. I am at war in my mind, but I also play Yu-Gi-Oh! With Chaos Gods, okay? Wait, so in the lore, the poor Emperor, dude. Oh my god, the poor Emperor. This is crazy. He's just sitting there for 10,000 years, suffering and rotted, just guiding ships, constantly at war with chaos gods, annoying him. Literally just annoying him all day for 10,000 years. And it'll be like this for eternity as long as they need him to power the Necronomicon. Or whatever it's called. Astronomicon. That's why he's so pissy. I mean, I get it now.
Besides, I'm the best fucking multitasker in the galaxy.
I am.
Oh, sorry, of course, my lord.
So far, I have to say that I'm not impressed. These Necrons do not sound as much of a threat as those hungry space cockroaches.
Well, my lord, they are still more of a threat than you might think. Which actually reminds me of a story I need to tell you that will surely refurbish your pride in your angels of death.
Good luck with that.
No. The angels of death are, oh, man.
See, during year 912, the Necron lords of the two mod bosses got really mad because Necrons of another empire started to expand in his territory. In response to this, the Necron lord suddenly revealed a massive planet-sized space vessel called the World Engine and started drifting through Imperial space, destroying anything that crossed his path.
Yeah, this story does not sound like it'll make anyone feel better. I don't know how he thought that this would make people feel better, but this sounds really not good. Angels of Death are another name for Space Marines? I know.
Later, during year 926, after several Imperial planets had been destroyed by the World Engine, a whole lot of Space Marines and the entirety of a local Imperial fleet was sent to destroy it.
Holy shit, a giant skeleton space robot planet that shoots molecule-breaking beams and destroys everything it spots. I want one.
Yeah, well, good luck. So, apparently, the Necrons are very not united. Like, I know that they were all locked in their tomb world for 60 million years, and then they all woke up and walked out and started doing shit, but it really seems like there's different Necron warlords. That it's not like a unified force anymore. It's just kind of another society. They're in a warlord period right now? That's crazy. I guess that's why they're not the ultimate threat. If they were united, I think it would literally be over. Each dynasty vies for power. Alright.
Also attack the world engine at the same time, but apparently a very strong void shield was surrounding it, making it nigh impervious to harm. This, together with the vessel's mighty arsenals of planet-devastating weaponry, cost millions of lives during that battle.
Damn.
I guess no one knows what retreating is in this fucking Imperium nowadays.
No. No, he built the Imperium of Man. Guys, so maybe it's worth retreating and saving 1 billion soldiers. 1 billion! Nah, man, we don't retreat. We just march on.
So, now here is the awesome part. The Space Marines known as the Astral Knights.
I never made anything called Astral Knights.
No, seriously, my lord. You won't even care that you didn't directly make them. You see, all of the Astral Knights decided to ram their spaceship, the Battle Barge Tempestus, straight into the world engine's void shield.
Fucking
They what? They kamikazed into the void shield with their ship?
damn it. Why do you assholes keep wasting precious battleships?
Bro, every single one of these battleships gets destroyed. There is no story where the battleship doesn't get destroyed.
The shield cracked up and the ship penetrated the hull of the world engine, allowing all Astral Knights to board it and destroy all weapons, energy batteries, supplies, commandos, and Necrons inside.
Why not just destroy the Necrons and keep all the batteries and supply nodes and shit?
The battle continued inside the world engine for 100 hours, all Marines dying doing what they do best. But not before their leader, Arm Torara, decided to overload the entire damn vessel and its central core with the help of some melter grenades. After this destructive overlord, the void shield was turned off completely, and this is where the rest of the Imperial fleet took their chance and shot the crap out of the planet ship with cyclonic torpedoes.
Well,
wait, so basically that was like a victory that they actually had over the Necrons at some point. I mean, I guess the Imperium of Man and the Necrons are kind of neck and neck right now. I would assume that they are relatively equal in overall strength, even though I think the Imperium of Man definitely has more numbers. But wouldn't they try to develop their technology to mirror the Necrons' technology? Like, the Necrons have these particle-destroying beams that just fucking eviscerate things out of existence. Wouldn't humans do well to have those too?
slap me on the kneecap and call me a fucking skeleton. That is actually amazing.
After this incredibly awe-inspiring victory, the remains of the world engine were taken in by the Adeptus Mechanica.
Hey, so they actually did oh, it's tech heresy? No! That's the answer? So my question was actually valid. Oh my god, you're joking. So they actually took the remains of the world engine to the Adeptus Mechanicus.
While the battle barge Tempestus was salvaged and set up as a monument with an imperial shrine in it, holding statues of the 772 astral knights that had sacrificed themselves to bring down the world engine.
Sorry, I was totally mistaken. I totally remember that I did make the astral knights.
Dude, he just gaslighted himself into forgetting about them until they did something cool. And then he gaslighted himself back into remembering they existed. Holy shit, dude. He's just like my dad.
Now, they were one of the secret legions I made before the Great Crusade that I never told anyone about. They were the best around. Nothing was ever going to keep them down.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna keep them down.
Right. Whatever you say, my lord.
Also, on the previous subject matter,
I may be an ass licker, but I don't believe you.
I have to say that I kind of like that one Necron that you mentioned. Trashy the Incontinent or something.
Hey, you're gonna make fun of Trazyn the Infinite like that?
You mean Trazyn the Infinite, my lord?
That's what I said, YouTube of fucking custard.
That's exactly what he said. I heard him.
Anyway, even if he is an alien fiend, I cannot deny that the idea of stealing incredibly valuable objects from all around the galaxy only to put them in a massive skeleton robot space museum is a great one.
Ah, yes. His only goal in the galaxy is to claim historic artifacts and relics and return to his true world of Solomons. He's even gone as far as to have the head of the great Sebastian Thor preserved in there.
Absolutely hilarious.
Hilarious, dude, though. I mean, Trazyn keeps working with Call, the leader of the Mechanicus. That's wild. So every time they actually do manage to get technology from some sort of alien planet, and they get them, they bring it back, and they want to, reverse hardwire it, the Adeptus Mechanicus is going to say that's heresy, tech heresy, because developing new technology is heresy to tech marines. Xenotech is a contentious subject, and they're just going to be like, nah, bro, we'll keep working with the shit we have. Dude, the Mechanicus is honestly so annoying.
At some point, we should send some Marines there to steal all his shit just to fuck with him.
Yes! I don't even have an issue. Just send Marines to steal his shit and annoy him, bro. Yeah, baby.
I think I know a group of space marines capable of just that.
Do you now? Do tell.
Well...
No, not the Custodes, Pillarmen. What? That sleepeth?
Ioniel, the God Emperor's Holy Inquisition. Stop right there!
We are here to interrogate you with a certain message.
Who wrote the message?
I don't know what you're talking
Wait, so these are just Inquisitors that are literally going to go crazy and start interrogating every individual. The Death Watch do have Necron swords. All right. Technology is religion. Well, in the Adeptus Mechanicus, they believe in a machine god.
about.
Didn't you hear me? Who wrote the message?
Excuse me, are you allowed to do this?
Of course we are. Haven't you heard from the High Lord?
We are here to interrogate everyone on Terra.
Interrogate every person on the planet. Imagine.
Who wrote the fucking message? Where are the gene stealers?
Help me!
Yeah, I told you the Pillar Man would come back. There's just no way they wouldn't be back.
Someone fashionable tracks running around harassing civilians here on Holy Terra. You came to the wrong neighborhood, shitboots.
What makes you lunatics think you are allowed to...
I fucking love... You don't understand. I love these guys so much. This is my favorite... This is my favorite part of the TTS. They have the Pillarman Custodes.
do this?
Custodes? Aren't you supposed to stand in the Imperial Palace?
Oh, right. That's crazy, because Custodes do not leave the Imperial Palace. That is their entire purpose. How are they here? Well, maybe the Emperor is around and it wasn't forged. Maybe there is no heretic.
Well, you see, this is a special occasion. Special enough that my loincloth is just bursting with anticipation.
Okay, Hisoka, sit the fuck down.
What's a more interesting question I demand an answer for is what you Inquisitors are doing here.
Dude, the Inquisitors don't need to answer anything, bro. It's JoJo time.
Burning Terra and harassing its citizens.
We are here because of a message supposedly sent from God Emperor himself, telling us the Inquisition is to be disbanded.
Bro, the balls. The Emperor's insane, heavy, swinging, fucking colossal balls that he just decided to send a letter. A letter! To the actual KGB to tell them fucking quit is insane.
Clearly, the message was written by a heretic, and we are going to find it.
Fools. The message is from the Emperor, straight from the Sanctum Imperialis, within the Imperial Palace.
Oh
He's
my.
the reason why we're outside the palace in the first place.
He actually is communicating, and his word is law. The God Emperor will be worshipped once more.
So you have no reason to perform this heinous act upon our planet.
You done goofed.
You done goofed.
It's impossible.
You would lie. If the Emperor was alive once more, we would know.
You are heretics. The Custodes are heretics.
Oh! And the Inquisition literally don't need proof. Innocence proves nothing. They could literally just put out a message saying Custodes are heretics. Even though the Custodes are literally the most insane high-level fighters out there.
Let's get back to Fyodor and tell him about this.
Fucking Groxas Inquisitors.
Wamu!
Wamu! Wamu! That was a JoJo reference in case you weren't aware.
I'm now incredibly aroused.
That was beautiful. That was actually just beautiful, dude. Oh my god, dude. Well, anyway, thank you so much for being here. That's gonna be enough TTS for today. But I see your innocence and I've decided to ignore it. I am innocent. I activate my trap card. Imperial custom. I negate your innocence. Alright, anyway, moving on! 10,000 likes for the next episode. If you made it to the end, click one of these two videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Kick. Stay weird, fam.